aka K Fralin, but you can call me Glenda. Now let's just get down to being our regular goofy selves. I got my bath and everything. I did not wash my hair because if I wash it too often, it just gets, I mean, you can tell it's dry already, but I used mousse on it when I washed it last time, if you'll remember. And that tends to dry it out a lot like hairspray does anyway. I don't know. Should I just let the dumb stuff grow out and quit fighting it? Because I don't get... I kind of depend on people coming to me for a haircut. Unless it's warm and I'm having a good day and my hubby's here to drive me to the to the shop. So I don't know. Anyway, okay. If somebody out there wants to make a, I mean, you're free to. Because I thought I would try, and it's like, oh my Lord, I don't even want to go there. But if anybody wants to count the number of well anyways or anyways, and give me a total of what I've used so far, let me know. That's an awful lot of videos to go. A lot of tally marks. Oh, and God forbid somebody would make the embarrassing video other than me. Well, anyway. No, I just didn't feel right not doing a vlog yesterday. It's like, okay, then Monday has nothing. And it's like when you do a Sunday, it comes up on a Monday. And I don't know. I just decided to go ahead and do what I thought would be a short one, but it seems like I can't do anything short except a story. My testimony on my Glenda Fralin channel is already in 2 parts, and I'm going to need, I think, probably several more. What can you say? I'm 60. You know? Okay, you saw me start the water beach yesterday. Well, they get to about, I don't know, they're bigger than a pea, a lot bigger than a pea. Oh, about the size of a garbanzo bean. You know, those kind you put in salads. Anyway, or a hazelnut. And then I use them in my plants. But I dropped a bunch of them, and they just kind of went all over. But they'll shrink down to a little teeny tiny. Anyway, I think they must be a gel. And if you've ever watched Jell-O as it kind of breaks down, it gets liquidy and stuff. And these are just water. That's all they are. So, I mean, you know, kind of a big or a gelatin bead, a little teeny tiny one, and then they swell up. Just like gelatin. For Jell-O does. So anyway, the reason I didn't put any of that on my other camera yet, or on my other camera, I hope to do some other stuff on there, is because the battery went dead. Well, it didn't go dead, it got low. It gave me a low warning, thankfully, before I started using it today. That battery lasted the longest it's ever lasted. I don't know if I was just better at turning it off. I mean, I've tried to be conscientious about it. However, I do want to clean my gear today. Possibly change out this mess. Get so tired of that. And it's got a swivel between, we decided to use two of these, two shorter ones, and put a swivel in between them. The therapist that came down to get me set up from this company thought that might work. But right now we have plenty because we kept trying to get better ones and finally found out, well, it isn't a matter of ordering better ones. It's a matter of they just send you what you get. I mean, yeah, the manufacturer sends the company that services us for whatever. So I don't know if the good ones are a fluke or what, but I wish the manufacturer would do the good ones and send those out. My head's on loosely. I am going to say something here. Jeez, I'm already 10 minutes and 3 seconds in. I may cut some out of the middle. I've never heard anybody use it in our statements here, so don't worry. But I have heard other people use it on other channels, in reference even to themselves. In reference to somebody else is awful, but in reference even to themselves, and it's a pet peeve of mine. I can't stop you from doing it, but it is a pet peeve. And I won't pick you off, but I will call you on it. Okay, long build up for a short thing. I do not like people using the words idiot as pertaining to yourself or others as a personality type of a trait or a intellectual limit. Same with stupid or retarded. I do not like those words. You can say that was a stupid thing to do, or I felt like an idiot doing it. That is stretching it, but I don't generally throw a fit over it. But if you come right out and say, you're an idiot, you're stupid, or if you come right out and say, you're a moron, I'm a moron, I'm such a stupid person, please don't. For one thing, it's not true. And for another thing, those are the very words. I worked in a facility for people with mental retardation. They call them people with special needs. There's all kinds of people that have special needs. But developmental disabilities. They used to call it mental retardation. They still do. But just depending on the circles you're in. And anyway, if they're developmentally, intellectually challenged, I prefer it that way. I'm not being PC. I'm being a person who's worked with that and who's looked back through old records years ago. I don't think that's been used since the 50s or 60s maybe. I don't know. But when I first, it was like in the 70s and 80s when I first started working out there. I was there in the 70s and went back in the 80s. I quit for a while. But I remember when I first worked out there, looking back, because they used to have the charts were like this thick, or their medical records were like this thick, or their charts. And you could go back through, their whole life was on there. Their whole medical existence, including their diagnosis. And a lot of their initial diagnoses way back when were the words idiot, moron, profound stupidity. I don't know. Maybe that one wasn't used. Pet peeve here. Guys, it is a definite pet peeve. So, maybe that will tell you why I don't feel, and I hope you don't feel, like it's ever something to be applied as a reference to your own intellectual, even in jest. So, okay, off my soapbox for that one. I'm going to get off so that I can at least show a few minutes of something else today. When I started putting together today's video, I pulled up yesterday's. I pulled up a segment from yesterday's. And I thought, what the heck? That's yesterday. And I looked. My clothes today looked exactly the same color as that one I had on yesterday. I thought, what go figure. How would you expect that to turn out? Well, I mean, a t-shirt and a shirt over, well, it's a shirt basically, but it's very, very nice feeling one. Anyway, compared to a cotton gown, basically, house dress, whatever. And they'd all somehow jive into the same color. You talk about weirdness. But I got it figured out, and of course, you're not looking at the same clothes as you wore yesterday. You're looking at the same face, same hair, same everything else. So we talked about all the other stuff. We got this done. We got that done. We got things done. Today's more of a report, it seems like, than it is an actual video. But thank you for those who gave me suggestions on the beads, on what to do with the necklace. One helped me with ideas for sizes, someone else with color. I'm always open to more ideas for any, I got 2 of those new those sorting boxes. I think I showed at least one on video yesterday. So, it's been a good day. And I want us to think about what has been good in our day today. It's fine to discuss that we've got problems or we've got some health issues or even depression, anything. I welcome that. And I've talked about it when I have it. But what good has happened in our life today? I think I'll start off. Something good that's happened in my life today is my husband came home and he did not hit a deer. And he didn't hit a turkey either. My sister posted a picture on Facebook of her car yesterday, and she hit a deer. And my sister from out in central Nebraska, she said something, on the link as well. And I asked her if there were deer running out there, and she said, oh yeah, they were really starting to run. And they're being very careful, especially at night. So if you're at a place where deer run a lot, be careful. Because, man, those things just... the thing is, the whole weight of them is, well, if you're in a car, the whole weight of them is up at that level of the top of your hood in a lot of cases because their legs are so long. And they can be pretty bulky in the body. So, good night, sleep tight, till we meet again. Hasta mañana.